Hey, good day everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video we'll be diving right into masking in Pixellab. Okay, masking can be daunting, and personally this was a request from my group on how to mask in Pixellab. But generally there are two things we really need to understand, is that you can't do everything in Pixellab as long as masking is concerned. So before we dive right into Pixellab, there are two apps, or one is an app, the other one is a website that I really want us to explore before we can actually go on to Pixellab. So the first one here is Photo Room. Photo Room is an app that can do so many things. Okay, my data is not on, let me quickly do that. Okay, I'm not going to be going to the nitty-gritty of masking, but you can actually just remove background using this part here, and once you click on this, you're just going to remove your background. I've removed some background before, and the process is just taking way long when I was waiting for it, so I decided, well, I'm not going to sit here and be wasting your time watching the screen rolling. So I just decided not to include everything to be part of it. But immediately click that this process is going to take a while, then it's just going to load everything, and once the process is done, you're just going to see your image and you're going to download it straight right into your phone. So this process takes long because if you can see my network, but I don't know if you can see it, my network is really poor, and I don't think we'll be able to wait for all of that process. So let me just show you the website that you can also use in removing background is this one that says open your Chrome, and I think I've opened the page before, this erase.bg. okay, erase.bg. okay, I think this is the page that I've opened before in masking my image. I've already maxed this one and I've downloaded it. Please, erase.bg also have an app. I tried testing out with the app. I think it's not really good at all because it was just taking me back and forth. It wasn't giving me any good response. So using the website is way more better. So after masking this out, the image that I got, let me show you the result, was this one, which I actually just scroll and I checked all the corners to see how well he did the job. It actually gave it some halo so that it can help for easy blend with the background. I think that was a nice thing. I looked at all image round, it was well done and I really like it. So this is the image and that I mask, and it's just taken with a selfie. So because I really wanted to get a worst case scenario so that you can actually see how it ended up looking up in real life, okay, and not just using one stock image. So I just wanted to keep it real here. So this is the result, and it's the website is very easy to use. Once you're done, you can just hit download. You can see here you can upload and do the download, and once you've uploaded, it's going to take a while, then you hit the download. You can download at HD or you can download low quality. I don't understand any reason why anybody wants to download low quality image. Also, they will ask you to sign up, so quickly do that before you get started. Now that we are done, so let's move right into Pixellab. Let me put off my data because my data don't work with Pixellab. I don't know why, maybe because it's a cracked version or something. So let's open Pixellab. So here we are in Pixellab. So the first thing that we're going to look at is color masking. Okay, color masking. So let's create a new project, delete this default text and just bring in a shape. Okay, let's turn this to circle and just click OK. Now we're going to change the background color to something different, let's say black or any color, doesn't matter, but I just want to mask it too. Okay, second thing here is to actually bring in another shape. I think that's what I'm supposed to do first, but it doesn't matter. Okay, I'm going to change this color to black or any color of our choice, any color. Okay, let's just take this and let's take this to the back of this, and now we're going to select both and we're going to group it. Once you've selected both, or you come here and just say group and you're going to say okay. Now by this you've already merged both together. What color erase tool does, let me show you. When you go to the this part function here that edits shapes and anything you import into your file, say Photoshop, into your Pixellab. So use the color erase to the erase color. Okay, it also serves as masking. So once you click on it, it's going to give you, you're going to enable it, and now it has masked out the white color. Remember our background color, right? Before then was actually black. We changed to black. Now you have already masked out that the white color. So you can always increase the tolerance, but I don't think there's any need here since we're just masking out the white color. So we click OK and we are done. Now we have this hole in this shape. We've masked out that circle out of it. Okay, let's change the background color so that you can see this carefully, nicely. Let's change it to, now you can see that there's a hole. Now the good part of it is if you should bring an image now into Pixellab. Let's say, let's bring in anything at all. Let's bring this guy. Let's click OK, and if we should take it all the way to the back, now we can see that we can see through this mask. Okay, it's acting like a mask now, and now we have this. Okay, so we can actually lock this layer so we can move the behind layer. So we have this here on our design page. So this is masking, color masking. Color masking can be used to mask out colors. Okay, let's say we don't even need this. Let's delete it for instance, and let's say this is the image that in front of us. Now if we should go to the color masking, we can actually mask out some part of this color, of which I'm going to be using this to show you something later, not just now, maybe in another video. We can actually just say mask out the color. So automatically it's going to start masking out any white color. So you have this now, it's going to be masking out any color that's been selected. You can also use the color picker to let me show you how I did that. So when you hit here and enable color masking, once you take this color picker, you can always move it to which color do you want to mask out. Let's say you want to mask out this red on his heart, Christmas heart, cap, whatever. So we can always take the tolerance to show the level of masking that we want to do. Okay, there are cases that you want to mask an image color, of which I think in next 2-3 tutorial I'll be dropping. I'll be showing how to make dual tone design, and you'll be using that mostly. So that is masking color. Okay, another way you can actually mask in Pixellab is to actually use the crop tool. Okay, let's delete this image. Before you bring in any image, you're automatically going to see a place where you can actually mask out an image. Let's say you are bringing in this image for instance. This is a book cover. Now right here, before you click the check icon, these are actually masking tools here. You can actually mask it to be square. Mouse is not working on that part. You can actually mask it to be square, and when you've masked square, this circle here, you can actually make it a rounded circle. So with this now you've already make a mask. Okay, in order to go back to that position, you just have to go to the crop tool. Okay, so now that you are here, in order to restore it, you can always click on this cancel icon, this back to normal, and just take out this, so it's back to normal the way it is. You can pick it to be any shape. Okay, it doesn't work here too. Let me see. So you can always pick any shape, and in case if you want to even flip, this is where you can do some flipping. Okay, flip upside down, flip horizontal, vertical. You can even do some rotation that you want, but those are not what I really want to show you. I just wanted to show you some masking technique that you can actually do here. So once you're done, you can click OK. Now we have this mask in a circle. So let's say you want to bring different book pictures, maybe you're making a design, you want to put them in a circle. You can always do this by masking it to be in a round shape. Remember, masking is simply just hiding some part of an image. Okay, so with this one you can actually just add a stroke. Let's see, where's my stroke? A stroke, just add stroke. Let's make color. All right, no, not showing. Call it add a stroke. Okay, you can only use this. So with this you will mask that image in a circle. Okay, you can use different shape. You can mask in a star. By masking in different shape, you have to use the tools. Let's use the tool that we used before. Let's delete this. Let's say you want to mask in a shape. To bring in a shape, you're going to bring in this one, and let's say we can select any shape from here. Let's say the love shape for instance. and let's click OK. Now this second masking technique is you just use what they call the texture fill, and you click OK. It's going to ask you which image you want to fill it with. I don't really use this method that much because it has its own perks. Okay, let's bring it back the book and I say OK. So you see that I've masked it into a lot shape. So the other way you can actually scale, but this does not scale properly. That's the one reason why I don't like it. And once you stretch it, it's not going to make sense. I don't just don't like it because it doesn't really give you the perfect result that you want. Okay, so that's one thing you should know when you're using shape to mask and all of that. Okay, but let's become creative here. Let's say you want to mask an image. Let's delete this. Let's make something uniform. Okay, let's say you want to mask an image into a circle just like we did before. So let's go all the way back to our first. Let me see. Okay, good. So now we have this circle that we created the first time. So let's say we want to make it, let's put this image in this circle here. Okay, the best way we can actually do this, let's say we want these guy heads to poke out. Okay, let's bring our grid so that we can put this shape in the middle, because that will help us to, okay, it's already highlighted, it's not in the middle. So let's lock it. Let's also align our image so that it be in the circle. Let's also lock it. So now we're going to duplicate layer. Now that both of them are in the center, using the grid to actually mark it. So we are going to, like, what I mean by using the grid to mark it, as you are holding this shape, you can see carefully that those lines, it kind of snap to the middle. Okay, so now that they're both in the center, we're going to duplicate this very image of this guy, duplicate it, and now we have this. Okay, and now it's going to snap to the middle. Okay, I snap to the middle. So we're going to use another tool called the eraser. Okay, this is not color erase or erase tool. Look at it, we have the erase tool. Remember, we are in this function, so we're going to come here, and now we are going to take this, crank it up, come here, and so crank it up. So now we have this shape here. So we're going to hold the edge, the bottom of this part, and just wipe. Okay, we're going to wipe as much as we can until we have just the head part that we want to poke out to. It doesn't matter, you don't need to be that careful here. You just need to wipe as much as you can to have that. So once you're done like this, you just need to click OK, and now we have this. So now we have the head poking out through that hole from the back. Okay, you can hide your grid now. So this is one of the techniques that you can actually use. Now what we've simply done is that we actually placed both pixel. Okay, there are actually two images of this guy and this circle. So the top one that we just erased, now it's simply this one. Look at what we just masked, because it's so perfectly aligned with the one behind. Just complete the part of the head here. Let me go back. Just complete the part of the head here, so it makes it perfect. Now trying to align it when you're done can be very difficult. Sometimes you might get it right, but it's very important that you align things properly while working, so that you just get things nicely positioned. So that's one way you can do all this masking technique in Pixellab. So another masking technique that you can actually use, instead of using the erase tool, let me go back. Okay, let's say instead of using the erase tool, you can actually use what they call the mask tool. Let's select this image. Okay, we have the mask tool itself. So look at the mask tool. Okay, so with this one you can also just enable it, and it's just like a shape that just hide instead of erasing it with your hand. So this has plenty of function. Do you want it to be in or out? So when you erase it out, it takes everything out. When you erase it in, it takes the parts that the mask on out. So that's one thing you can know. So now we have our shape not really in the middle, so we can only hold all these Bezier handles to change the position of where you want to mask out. And once you're done like this, then you can save your image. Okay, let's say you really don't want to go through that hard, maybe you made a mistake and you just want to reset everything. You can really just click this cancel here, an operation will be lost. Then come back to the mask tool again, enable it, and let's say I don't want to move all those Bezier handles, I just want to move it. I can just click on this one instead of this Bezier part. The Bezier part gives you the ability to handle the Bezier handles, while this one just give you the ability to, okay, we have this, so you can always move it if you want, okay, but there's no way that's going to solve my problem right now, so I'm just going to move the Bezier handles. So immediately you're done, you can click OK, and that's it. So that's how the mask tool actually work. You can actually mask out some particular part of the image, or you can use the erase tool, or you can use the color erase. Whatever you do, as long as you are hiding something from your design, you're actually doing what they call masking. So either you mask full image using the tool website, or you mask using the inbuilt tools in Pixellab. You just have to mask, okay, because you have to mask. Okay, this is one of the images that I actually removed with photo room, but it actually comes with a watermark. Okay, this is the watermark here as photo room, but that shouldn't be an issue because we're going to remove that straight in Pixellab. So let's open Pixellab again. With that said, you can actually just remove this using any of those erase tool that we've looked at before. So you can see the color erase tool. Let's use the erase tool. Let's crank all these one up so that it can be big enough for us to see. So you can always just wipe this out. Okay, so that's it. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you find it helpful. If this is your first time, please hit the subscribe button, and if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Okay, I really want to thank Abraham and Chidima for requesting this video, how to mask in Pixellab generally, masking generally, and all of that. So thank you so much for watching to the end. I hope you like it. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.